Okay, since we all play the role of internet lawyer these days, here's your trigger warning. So today I'm going to explain why I don't like the word midget and why I would not support it being banned. So to be honest, not all little people can agree on this. But medically speaking, midget is not a diagnostic term. By definition, those with a genetic or a medical condition resulting in an adult height of 4 feet 10 or shorter have a form of dwarfism, not midgetism. And no, the idea that dwarves are not proportionate and midgets are, that's not really true either. There are just proportionate types of dwarfism. But not everybody has this understanding. And there's those people that, for whatever reason, don't want to accept the fact that they have a form of dwarfism. Others simply just don't want to be called dwarf or little person. So there are some self-described midgets. However, all of them would either fall in one of the 400 known types of dwarfism, or one of them yet to be defined. And speaking of diagnosis, some people have never even been diagnosed. As I mentioned in my diastrophic video, some are seeking a diagnosis and have yet to find answers. And then obviously there's some that are just avoiding altogether. Oh, and if you haven't seen the diastrophic video, go watch it after this one. But in any respect, a large part of who we are as individuals, who we know ourselves to be, is based on what we really are, physically. Whether that be a race, gender, or a rare condition like dwarfism. Now obviously, I'm not speaking for those suffering from a body dysphoria. I know that must be hard, and I'm not trying to trivialize their struggles. But not everybody dealing with major physical issues with their body have the dysphoria. I happen to appreciate my body for what it is. I love my body. Even if it's tatted up, it's my temple. I know its limits and its capabilities, and I live happy within that realm. So for me and other people like me, and we get our diagnosis, or we're seeking it, simply knowing that it is a rare form of dwarfism, that piece of information alone plays a lot into who we are. So when others, through ignorance or ridicule, term us as midgets, we may cringe. At least a little, and some of us a lot. As a kid, I really didn't care. I knew what I was. When somebody asked if I was a midget, I didn't really take it personal. I just thought, they sound dumb. Some days I'd inform them nicely. Other days, not so much. But when I got active in the Little People of America, also known as the LPA, I gained a new understanding. I see how it affects other people, and I get it. Even if it didn't bother me much, I understand why it does others. I always refused to allow me to feel sorry for myself. I mean, I could have taken a lot to heart throughout my life, but frankly, I had a higher expectation of myself. But I had great role models. Confidence is instilled and built on from a firm foundation. So now as an adult, how do I feel about the word? Well, I'm ready to see it go away, but not because it's bad. Just because of better understanding. See, I'm a rare breed. I'm a dinosaur. I'm an absolutist when it comes to the Constitution. I don't believe in censoring free speech. To each his own. I just ask you to consider what I'm saying. There's always going to be trolls, and they're not worthy of my time. And your trolls, they're not worthy of your time either. It's easy to overstand them when you understand them. Like everybody with a little person phobia, they're dealing with a dysphoria. And yeah, that really exists. A little person phobia. And no, not the form of phobia that's thrown around social media used to describe dislike or hatred. No, I mean the real form of phobia, as in fear. I met a few of them in my life, and within about 5 minutes, they thought I was their best friend. But that's how a real phobia works. When confronted, it's defeated. And if you're one of those few people I was just talking about, you know who you are. Much love to you. I appreciate you for helping me get a better understanding. So I know I got off on a tangent, but I've had a lot of people ask me if I'm a midget, or how I feel about the word. So here it is. And now that you know, don't ask me to join your movement to protest or ban a word. I'm like Elon. I'd be happy to do it. At gunpoint. Truth is, I don't think either one of us would consider it, even then. Because the fact is, censorship doesn't lead to understanding or respect. And if anything I said here today makes you think, let it be this. And we're forced with the prospect of losing our First Amendment, should be a stark reminder of why we have our second. Y'all have a good one.